The alarm buzzes softly, sunlight spilling through the wide windows of your Los Angeles home. You slowly open your eyes, realizing that today isn't just any day. It's a filming day for a major project. As Zendaya, mornings are precious moments of peace before the whirlwind begins. You stretch lazily under the cozy sheets, letting the light wake you naturally. Sliding out of bed, your feet hit the cool wooden floor. The first thing you do is check in with yourself. You drink a glass of water, then head to the mirror. The reflection looking back isn't just a global superstar. It's you, the same girl who grew up with dreams of dancing, acting, and singing. You smile faintly, brushing your teeth and tying your hair into a messy bun before starting your skincare routine, which has become a calming ritual. Cleanser, toner, moisturizer, sunscreen. Breakfast is simple but nourishing, usually oatmeal topped with fruit or avocado toast, paired with green tea. You scroll through your phone while eating, glancing at scripts, messages from your manager, and sweet texts from family. The quiet hum of morning music fills the background, maybe some R&B or soul classics to set the mood. By the time you finish breakfast, you already feel your energy building. A big day lies ahead, and as Zendaya, you know the world will be watching. But for now, it's just you, your thoughts, and a brand new morning. Fitness isn't about pushing limits, it's about balance. You slip into sleek workout gear and make your way to your home gym. The space is airy, minimalist, and filled with natural light. Your trainer joins you for a short session, focusing on strength, flexibility, and mindfulness. As Zendaya, you don't obsess over exercise, but you value movement to keep your body and mind aligned. Today's workout begins with stretches and light yoga poses, grounding your body and focusing your breathing. Then it's on to resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and core exercises. Music plays softly in the background. Your playlist ranges from upbeat hip-hop to mellow R&B. Between reps, you laugh with your trainer, the energy relaxed but motivating. After the workout, you take time to cool down. A short meditation leaves you feeling centered, while sipping on a post-workout smoothie packed with protein and fresh fruit. You jot a quick note in your journal, reflecting on your goals for the day. Not just professional ones, but personal intentions too, like kindness and patience. By the end of the session, your body feels alive, your mind clear, and your spirit prepared. As the sweat glistens on your skin, you can't help but think, this balance is what keeps me grounded in a world of chaos. The makeup trailer is like a second home. You slide into the chair, greeted warmly by your glam team, people you've worked with for years and who feel more like family than colleagues. The energy in the trailer is relaxed but efficient. Brushes, palettes, and lights surround you, yet the chatter is lighthearted. Jokes, updates about personal lives, and a few whispered comments about today's scene. The transformation begins with skincare prep, making sure your face is fresh and hydrated. Then comes the artistry, foundation blended seamlessly, eyeshadow in tones that match your character's vibe, eyeliner sharp enough to tell its own story. Hairstylists work skillfully, crafting the look that will complete today's on-screen persona. Whether it's soft curls, a sleek bun, or a wild, character-driven style, every detail matters. As you sit, you use the quiet time to go over lines again. Occasionally, you break into laughter with your team, the vibe easygoing. The wardrobe stylist enters, carrying racks of costumes, dresses, coats, shoes, accessories. Each piece is carefully chosen to bring authenticity to the role. You stand up, slip into the first outfit, and admire how instantly it changes the way you carry yourself. Clothes, after all, aren't just fabric. They're part of the performance. By the end of the session, you're no longer just Zendaya. Looking into the mirror, you see a new version of yourself staring back. Today's character, ready to step in front of the cameras and tell a story the world will remember. The set feels like an entirely different universe. Bright lights beam down, cameras hum, and every corner is alive with energy. As Zendaya, you take a deep breath before stepping into position. This is where all the preparation pays off. The hours of script reading, wardrobe fittings, and mental rehearsal come together in one defining moment. The director approaches, giving last-minute notes. You nod, listening intently, already embodying your character. The crew around you quiets, everyone focused on the scene about to unfold. You feel the familiar transformation, the shift from being Zendaya to becoming someone else entirely. That's the magic of acting. Disappearing into another soul, another story. The cameras roll. You deliver your lines with precision, each word laced with raw emotion. Your co-star meets your gaze, and the chemistry is undeniable. It feels real, alive, almost as if the world beyond the set has disappeared. Every gesture, every pause, every flicker of expression is intentional, but it also feels spontaneous, organic. The director shouts, "Cut!" and the crew bursts into quiet applause. A smile spreads across your face. Another take, well done. Between scenes, you sip water, adjust your costume, and chat with the crew. The environment is professional but warm. People who believe in the story being told, all working together to make it perfect. And at the center of it, you feel the weight of responsibility, but also the thrill of doing what you love most. For hours, the process continues. Retakes, close-ups, wide shots. By the time lunch break arrives, you're both exhausted and exhilarated. Filming isn't easy, but it's worth it, because every frame brings a character to life. The set shifts into a quieter rhythm as the crew takes a break. You sit down with a tray of healthy food, maybe grilled chicken with vegetables or a plant-based bowl, depending on the day. Eating on set isn't glamorous, but it's necessary fuel. As Zendaya, you use this downtime not just to rest, but to reconnect with yourself. You chat with castmates, sharing laughs and light conversation. Sometimes you sit quietly, headphones on, listening to music that keeps you in the emotional headspace of your character. Other times, you FaceTime family or close friends, grounding yourself in real life away from the spotlight. Fans might imagine every moment of your day is extravagant, but here it's simple. Food, conversation, and stillness in between the chaos. You reflect on the morning's work, grateful for the opportunity to bring stories to life. Fame, you remind yourself, is fleeting, but the art, the stories, the human connection, those are timeless. By the time the assistant calls everyone back, you rise from your seat, ready to dive into the second half of filming. Recharged, refocused, and deeply present. As the sun begins to set outside, the crew prepares to wrap up for the day. You've given your all, physically, mentally, emotionally, and the exhaustion weighs heavy. But there's also a sense of accomplishment in the air. Another day of storytelling complete. The director thanks you personally, noting how powerful today's performance was. Crew members pack up equipment, while makeup artists help you out of costume, returning you to yourself. You glance in the mirror one last time, the character fading away, leaving Zendaya staring back. Walking off set, you wave goodbye to everyone, exchanging hugs with castmates. There's a family-like bond in these moments, shared struggles, shared victories, and a collective passion for the craft. You step into the waiting car, body aching but spirit full. On the ride home, you replay the day in your mind. The laughter during lunch, the silence after that emotional take, the teamwork that made it all possible. Acting may be exhausting, but it's worth every second. By the time you reach home, night has fallen. The world outside keeps spinning, but for you, the day is complete. You close your eyes, grateful for another chapter lived, another story told. As the evening deepens, creativity often finds its way back into your life. Sometimes you journal, reflecting on the day and jotting down thoughts or emotions. Other nights, you experiment with fashion sketches or even hum melodies, expressions of art that go beyond acting. This is your personal lab of ideas. Fame might bring attention, but art is what gives it meaning. As Zendaya, you embrace the stillness of night to let your imagination breathe. The world outside might see you as a superstar, but here you are simply an artist exploring new forms of expression. You light a candle, open a notebook, and let thoughts spill freely. Maybe it's about today's performance, maybe it's a dream for the future, or maybe it's just doodles that nobody else will ever see. Creativity, for you, isn't about productivity, it's about release. With music still softly playing, you lose track of time, absorbed in your own little world. This balance of discipline and freedom is what makes your artistry so authentic. It's not just work, it's who you are, The clock ticks closer to midnight. The lights dim, the house quiets, and you begin preparing for rest. Skincare is an essential ritual, cleansing, moisturizing, taking care of yourself physically as a way of unwinding mentally. As Zendaya, this is one of the few times you're not in a rush, not on display, just a person taking care of herself. After slipping into comfortable pajamas, you curl into bed with a book or your journal by your side. Your dog snuggles close, bringing a warm sense of peace. Outside the window, the city still buzzes, but in here it's calm. You reflect on the day, the hard work, the laughter, the quiet victories. Gratitude fills you, knowing that each day is a step forward not only in your career, but in your personal journey. Fame is fleeting, but moments like these, small, private, grounding, are eternal. Finally, you switch off the lamp, close your eyes, and let sleep take over. Tomorrow will bring new challenges, but tonight, you rest knowing you gave the day everything you had.